handsome boy.
What's up, Michael A?
Do you miss me, buddy?
Not this again. Sure, Michael.
I miss you so much.
Okay, do you actually need something this time, man? Or are you just doing this, oh, I miss you thing again?
I miss you so much.
I know, Michael. You already said that.
Do you miss me, buddy?
I don't have time for this right now. I'm doing this recap of your goodbye and the men tell all.
That's crazy.
I know, it's more of like a men tell some because they won't ever actually reveal anything new or give us anything juicy, but...
Do you miss me, buddy?
This is a Bachelor recap from a guy. This week is the men tell all, and spoiler alert, they tell very little. I think it's time ABC renames this episode. The men tell some. But before we get into all the juiciness and the horny Planet audience members, we actually have some episode to get into. Mainly because Michael A is in the men tell some, and it would be awkward if we didn't see his exit before. So Michael A breaks up with Katie.
And I know my decision to leave hurts you too, but I'm going home because the beautiful boy needs to stay.
Which was weird because neither one of them actually wanted that to happen.
Because I do think it would work. I know it would.
But that's what it means to be a parent. You have to say no to a lot of stuff that you want to do. If you catch my drift. But let's be real. The main reason Michael A broke up with Katie is because his son was talking about going to Disney World when they get back. And you tell me which one sounds more enticing. Disney World or some resort in the middle of nowhere, New Mexico? I rest my case. So then we make the natural transition from going from one of the most heartfelt breakups of the entire season to this.
I told you guys that. I messed this up so bad.
Carl, come say that.
Absolutely, I do.
Look, stop talking about that girl in the audience.
What I'm saying is, look at this dumb bitch.
The right reasons are the wrong reasons if you're here for the right reasons.
It's not here for the right reason.
Can someone give me a ride home after this?
Maybe you really.
So the men tell all was this week, and unless there's like some extreme mystery like there was last season.
Okay, boom, right there. Who is she? Okay, let's figure out who this is.
You might think you know what's going to happen. I don't think you do.
You guys, it's not that easy.
I usually don't do a video for this episode, mainly because these tell-all episodes used to be great. I mean, we used to get tidbits that you wouldn't normally get during the season, and people actually confronting each other. Now it's just rehashing dumb arguments with nothing to add to them.
You're wrong already, what I'm saying is, look at this dumb bitch. It's not here for the right reason.
And they try and fit so much into an episode that they really just gloss over the meat of the arguments. And we never really dig deep into anything. But hey, beats watching the celebrity dating game.
Hold my hand. In other words, he's an athlete.
So at the men tell all, we got all the men, including Courtney and his shoulders that have steeper inclines than Everest, Cody, the season's first villain and the world's only known zipper sales manager? What the fuck? Don't forget Carl, Trey, who luckily did not cry like LeBron this episode, Canadian Brendan, a.k.a. Johnny Bravo, a.k.a. the guy whose hair plays hooky, sunburnt Bradley Cooper, this guy, Thomas, Aaron, Tiny Taylor Lautner, Kitty Connor, a.k.a. the Vulcan Death Grip Kisser. Oh, I know this guy. That's either John Boyega or Giannis Antetokounmpo, a.k.a. the next Bachelor. Please. And Michael with a dead animal on his chin. Goo! What is that thing, Mike? Was not expecting that. Here's some of the highlights. For one, Carl goes after the plastics for doing the thing that I say every week.
When you guys go after people, and it becomes a witch hunt. Every single time you guys get a chance, it's like, oh, okay, who's the person of the day?
I mean, he's not wrong. Every week, these dudes would find someone new to go after and then just team the whole house against them. I mean, they're bullies. They all gang up on one person and say the meanest things, like...
He only showed up for a free ticket to the United States so he could have free beer the whole trip.
Now you're calling out.
Okay, easy, Carl. You don't want to say anything to make yourself sound like a bully.
Brendan, 1 second. Shut the up. Now.
Okay, never mind. Then later, Connor gets called into the hot seat. Or in Connor's case, the not that hot, but has a great sense of humor seat. So while he's down there, he's pretty much only asked about not being a great kisser.
Have you ever been told that you weren't a great kisser before? Or has this ever been a thing for you?
I texted like 2 or 3 people I'd kissed in the past.
No.
And I was like, listen, am I a trash kisser? You gotta be honest with me.
And then out of nowhere, he's interrupted by...
It's not just one person being a good kisser or not, it's about the connection.
Caitlin, I'm
God?
so sorry to interrupt. I just want to say, Connor, that I watched you on the show, and I just think you're absolutely adorable.
No, it's just some chick from the audience who was definitely not planted there. No, she was just like any other audience member. She just happened to be mic'd up.
I know that you can't be a bad kisser.
Let's find out. Let's find out.
And who in the crowd doesn't interrupt the taping of the show for the chance to kiss the guy sitting on the sofa? So this Michelle Monaghan-looking chick walks down to try and kiss Connor, which I will say, I mean, at least he didn't use his kung fu grip on the back of her skull. She was then asked to rate his kissing ability, and she says,
Are we gonna rate the kiss? I was gonna say, out of 1 to 10? How was it?
11?
What? 11.
and Trey is shocked. Not because she pulled that stunt, but because she rated him on 11? I know, Trey. We're all shocked. I will say it's weird that Connor kept saying that he was already checking this chick out.
I was literally checking you out earlier.
Because let's be real, if Connor said he was checking out a girl in the audience, I would have assumed it would have been this chick. But no, this was a totally organic moment that happened in the show. And no, this is definitely not a casting call for an audience member to kiss someone in a reality TV show. No, this is definitely not all set up by ABC as a make good for editing Connor to look like a terrible kisser on national television. Nope. Not at all. And then they go in for one more kiss, because of course, and the guys love it. None more than Andrew S.
You're a tiger! You're a tiger! You're a tiger!
Not to correct you, Andrew, but he's more of like a house cat, like a Bombay cat. Personally, I was hoping we were kind of done watching Connor try and kiss people this season, because really at this point, I think I'd rather watch the celebrity dating game.
I would be a red velvet cupcake, because who doesn't like red velvet cupcakes?
No double entendres there.
No.
I actually really respect that.
Word.
She just loves red velvet cake.
That's it.
I could eat like 5 of them.
No, I'm kidding. There's nothing on earth I wouldn't choose over watching the celebrity dating game.
We're all emotional watching that. I can see you are. How hard is that to watch back? I mean, I'm struggling.
Thanks, Caitlin. It's tough. It really is. I'm hoping the show doesn't get renewed so we don't have to keep seeing these promos. And I never thought I'd say this, but I long for the promos of The Good Doctor. So then Katie comes out, and all the guys take turns saying a little something to her, including Aaron. Aaron pours his little plastic heart out to Katie.
I know my journey kind of really got just encompassed by conflict, but hopefully you know that I always had your best interest at heart, and hopefully it made it easier for you to fall in love. I'm always going to be in your corner.
And then...
Thanks, Thomas. Sorry.
Ouch. Oh my gosh. That would be like mistaking me for Zooey Deschanel.
That's my mortal enemy.
And then speaking of Aaron, Thomas calls into the show. Probably because he's at an actual Bachelor audition or something.
Your Bachelor audition ends tonight.
Joke's on you, Katie. Hashtag Team Thomas. Really, the most notable thing of Thomas making an appearance was his incredibly thin facial hair. I mean, like, for as thick as Michael A's goatee is, Thomas's goatee is that thin. It's like he drew it on with an eyeliner pencil. I've seen thicker goatees on an episode of The Simpsons. So anyway, that's all we got this week. And before we go, I've been told that I need to end these videos with a reminder to like this video and hit that subscribe and follow button. It would really help, and I appreciate it. Sorry, just being Thomas. I mean, honest.
Oh, hey, handsome boy.